Hey guys, it's Cam here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys all of my tips and tricks for speedrunning Puppy Playtime Chapter 3. Now, as a lot of you may know, I recently did a speedrun of the full game on my channel. You can check that out if you want. It also got approved on speedrun.com, which is pretty cool. But I figured a lot of people would probably be wondering what like skips I use and how to do them and stuff. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. Now, before we get into it, I will say that most of the skips only work on the oldest patch of the game, and if you don't know how to down patch your game, there's tutorials how to do it on speedrun.com, and I'll put a link to that in the description if you need it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Now the first trick I'm going to be showing you guys is actually right here in the intro trash compactor section. So I found that if you wait exactly 12 of the alarm beeping sounds before the grab pack hands appear on screen, it times it perfectly so that you make it to the pistons just in time and you don't have to wait for them either. So it can actually shave off quite a few seconds if you do it right. So yeah, I'm going to count out the beeps so you guys can see what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and now we go. So now, whenever we get to the pistons, I won't have to wait for them. Um, which can actually, if you do it correctly, it can shave off quite a few seconds from your run. So there we go. As you can see, I did it right. But yeah, overall, it's a pretty useful skip. Another cool little trick that I recommend doing here at the second set of pistons is that you make it just in time to get past the first half, as you can see here. And then you can also jump straight onto the second one, like I did there, instead of having to wait for them to come back up. So yeah, that's a cool little trick too. So another cool skip is in this first little battery section here. So you're going to want to go into your settings and make sure that your FPS is capped at 30. If it's not, then it won't work. And then once you do that, you're going to want to follow what I do. So you want to make sure that you're holding both batteries. And then you're going to want to crouch under this receiver and fire your green hand where I aim, like that. And if you do it right, the blue hand scanner should light up when you only have one battery in there. Which is really useful as I'm going to explain in a second. So you can put your FPS back to normal once you do that. But the reason why it works is because it prevents you from having to wait for Ollie to give you the battery here. And also right here, you can pull this door open by just shooting your hand and pulling it open. But as you can see, we don't have to wait for Ollie to give us the battery. And yeah, that saves quite a bit of time actually. It's a really useful one.
That's where Catnap found you.
Also, another quick side note here is you can actually pull these levers from really far away, which can help you get the cable car door open a little bit earlier. So the next trick is actually here, whenever you get to the play care. So you can actually jump on top of this little bush thing right here, and then you can use your grab pack to open this door from on top of the bush. And this helps because sometimes I would get like stuck on the door and it was really annoying, so I started doing that to get around it. And then also for that little cage thing, all you have to do is walk in front of that to trigger the key, so that's an important thing to keep in mind. Now, unfortunately, my mic did cut out this part when I was recording for this part of the gas production zone, so I've slowed the video down, and that way I can just shut up and let the video do the explaining. A quick side note for this part is that right when the gas starts flowing from the right chamber to the middle chamber, you want to start running through the door like I did there. because it times it perfectly so that the lights go out right when you hit the loading trigger. Moving on to the Home Sweet Home Nightmare section, all you have to do for this glitch is keep holding shift whenever you run into the red smoke, and as you can see, whenever we're in the Nightmare section, I'm still able to run, and if you just keep holding shift throughout the entire section, you'll continue running. Also, right here in the Nightmare section, there goes Catnap, if you follow what I do, and you go backwards here, and then go back, the hallway will be loaded, which is really useful because it means you don't have to go all the way around. So now we're in the main section of Home Sweet Home, and as you guys probably know, this section is very long, and there's also a lot of different ways that you can go. So I'm actually going to leave this section fully uncut, and that way you guys can just follow along with the route that I take. So yeah, I'm going to just shut up, and that way you guys can just follow along with where I'm going. Also, an important thing to keep in mind at this part is that for these little go-kart things, whatever you want to call them, like I just did there, and also for the other one that's in the Home Sweet Home section later on, you can actually ride on top of them to go a lot faster than you normally would.
Hey, bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
So now we're at this little puzzle part area here with the generator, and as you can see, I've actually slowed down this part a little bit so that you guys can follow along with what I'm doing, because it's kind of tricky for me to explain it, so I'm going to just shut up so that way you guys can just watch it and see what I do.
Hurt us both.
Also, there's a little trick you can do in this part that'll be useful for later. So if you just spam your hands on the poppy door, as you can see there, it made the opening sound, and that'll be useful for later, and I'll show you guys why later. So the next big skip is actually right here when you're going up the elevator with Poppy and Kissy. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit the button to turn on the lights in the plate carrier before the elevator gets to the top. And if you do it right, I'm going to do it here to show you guys. If you do it right, then the elevator should leave without you, and you can actually escape it without having to wait for it to get to the bottom. So, as you can see, there we go, I did it. And now, you can just crouch underneath and escape the elevator without having to wait for it to get to the bottom. So, next up, we are in the school now, and there's actually a pretty big glitch that you can do in the beginning here. So, you're going to want to grab the green power like you normally would. But then, whenever you put it in, you're going to want to shoot your green hand back at it to keep hold of the green energy. And then you're going to want to follow what I do. So grab this battery and throw it there. And then take one of these chairs and drag it over here. and you can jump on top of it and open that gate early, and that actually saves a ton of time because you can just go straight there whenever you get there, and you don't have to go through the vents and stuff. But yeah, that one saves a lot of time.
Excuse the interruption.
So now I'm gonna be showing you guys my full route for the Mr. Light chase sequence, and I think the best thing for me to do is to just shut up and let you guys watch and learn from it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
So now we're in the cave bridge area, and there's actually quite a few pretty cool things you can do here. So first off, you can actually fire your hand from pretty far away to grab that battery without having to stop for it, and then you can also shoot your hand up to this electrical pole and press Q twice to rotate it early before you get there, which is pretty cool. And then you can also jump on top of this box and then jump across that ledge, which is pretty cool. And you can also fire your purple hand at the end of that pad to get a little boost. Next up, we have this little electrical puzzle area here, so you're going to want to start by shooting the pole on the right and then pressing Q or E 4 times to rotate it all the way around. And then once you've done that, you can do it while you're running. You don't have to stop like I did. I'm just doing it to show you guys. And then, yeah, you're going to want to do this one next and rotate it 4 times as well. And the same thing with the one over there as well. And do the same thing. So yeah, basically just follow along what I'm doing, and then aim the cannon and fire it. And then you can also use your purple hand to jump straight over without having to go all the way around. And then just like that, it's that easy. And then when you also get to the top of the elevator, if you jump out, you can save a bit of time too. Fast forwarding all the way past the playhouse, because unfortunately there are no skips in the playhouse. You can do the same thing there, where you can jump out the elevator like I did. And then also an important thing here is that wait for it to load. Whenever you hear the phone start ringing, if you just hold down forward and then jump out of that railing like I did, it saves some time. Moving on to the counselor's office now, there's actually quite a few tricks you can do here in skips. So firstly, you want to just do it normally, but then when you get to this part, you can actually jump on the desk and throw the battery in like I did without having to go all the way around. And then also up here, you don't actually have to go all the way over there to grab the battery. You can just use your grab pack to grab it from there. And then also an important thing, very important thing here, you want to grab the battery from inside of the door like I did there, and that's important for later. Moving on to this electrical puzzle in the cave, you're going to want to do the first half of the puzzle as you normally would, but then with the second half, there's a cool glitch you can do to skip the second half of it. So right here, you're going to want to use your purple hand to hit the little outer frame around the purple hand thing, and it might take a few tries to get it, but if you do it right, then it should boost you like that across, and you don't have to do the second half of the puzzle. Moving on to the green hand puzzle with the red smoke. So the reason why grabbing the battery from the inside of the door was important before is because it allows the battery to spawn right here, and you don't have to run back and grab it. I've also slowed this part down so you guys can see what I'm doing. So you want to open all the doors first, and then open the door panel things. And then you're going to want to transfer the green energy between them, between all three of them, as you normally would, obviously. And then, yeah, that's it for that puzzle. And I'm not going to cut here, actually, because in this puzzle, there's a big glitch you can do. So you're going to want to start by pulling the battery down, as you normally would. And then you're going to want to rotate this lever to go that way. This part's also slowed down, if you can't tell. But you're going to want to make sure, the important thing, whenever you pull the lever, you want to make sure one of your hands is on the battery. And if you do it right, like I did, then the battery should grow like really big like that. And then you're going to want to use your purple hand to get up on top of the little platform thing. You can also do this little trick to skip the fourth one, like I just did there, the fourth pad. And then you're going to want to deactivate the lever and also grab the battery. And whenever you put the battery in, it should make the little puzzle sound, because it's super big, it activates both of them. So you don't need two batteries. And then you're going to want to since that's active now, you can rotate it to the door as you normally would, and then pull the lever, and that's it. As you can see, that's all you got to do.
Good luck.
Fast forwarding to after you plug in the counselor's office cord, as you can see here, I'm actually not gonna get the key to open up the Sky Dome door, and that's because if you remember back when we did that glitch with the poppy door where it made the opening sound from spamming the hands at it, that was actually what that glitch does. So it allows you to open the poppy door to grab the plug without actually having the key. As you can see, I did there. So that's a really, really useful glitch. So now we finally made it to the catnap boss fight, and this is the final trick that I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. So this trick is basically just the fastest way to get the catnap boss fight started, so that you're not wasting time at the beginning of it. And as you can see, I've got it slowed down so you guys can see what I'm doing in slow motion. And there you guys have it. That is every single skip and trick for fully speedrunning Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then feel free to drop a like and subscribe. It would really help out since I'm trying to grow my channel a little bit. And I'd also appreciate it if you guys could share this video with other people who are trying to learn how to speedrun Chapter 3. That would also help out a lot. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!